Now, y'all know I don't bite my tongue. And today, we're diving deep into the music game. The deals, the dirt, the power plays, and the people who really pull the strings. My guest, he's been behind some of the biggest artists in the game, from my favorite, Beyonce, to Future. But don't get it twisted. He's not just a music exec. He calls himself the cultural referee.
I love you can't turn me against him. He literally went against the whole world to be a free man.
A disruptor.
Houston, we have a mother problem.
A truth teller.
Man, I spent a lot of money, time chasing and goddamn where it got me.
You've seen his clips go viral and you've heard the talk. But today, he is stepping onto Cited with no filters and no industry politics. Ray Daniels is in the building, baby. The gloves are off. We're talking who's being used, who's getting paid, and why talent alone will not save you. So if you're not ready for the real, just go on ahead and log off now, because we are not gonna hold back. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. It's like I feel like I'm on another team's court and I'm watching Jordan for the team play, and I'm just so excited. I'm like, I don't even want to look at it. I'm like, cook.
No, seriously. So I loved everything about his delivery, his comfort in speaking his truth and not feeling like he needs to go along with the mass of people. That's something that's very important. And I saw you hit me and I said, it's up, Rah Ali, it's hit me, it's up. But I follow your stuff, I'm being honest with you. I was excited. Like, yeah. I don't care where you are in life. I don't care if you could be up $1 billion. If you still don't get excited, like when you was broke, leave. I'd be excited to do this. Like, this is like the first day of school for me. So I love it. So I appreciate you having me. Yes, I'm glad you're here.
And I'm gonna say this on record. I didn't know what we was talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't even care. Because when Rah called me, she said, Ray, you said something, you had a conversation, I want to talk. And I was like, I don't care what you, I'm coming. Like, cause for me, it's like, I saw like you recognizing me as equivalent to an executive recognizing me when I was coming up as an executive. Like, I remember the first day KP called me. I'm like, damn, KP know my name. It's like, I'll never allow it to leave my body, because if I let that leave, then I'm probably gonna fall off.
Right.
That's a superpower.
Absolutely, you ain't telling no lies. Now, you've worked with Rihanna, you worked with Lizzo, Ciara, and Usher. I wanna know, what's one thing that they all had in common, right?
That's a great question.
That most new artists don't.
They knew exactly where they wanted to go.
Okay.
Most new artists, you ask them a question, what you want to be? I want to be the biggest artist in the world. Okay. What is that? Like, that's cool. Everybody wants to be the biggest actor, the biggest anything, but what's your first step? So with those artists, right, for example, when we was working with Rihanna, Boo comes to the studio. Boo is like, yo, Ree been in the club every night. Her favorite record is Juicy J, Bands That Make Good Dance. So we made Pour It Up, right? So it's like, so they knew what they want. Lizzo, same thing. Ciara, same thing. Us, like, these are not, they're leading you. I want it to feel like this. They live it, right? So when you send an artist a song, you're basically sending them, it's like sending something hoping it hits, right? So they live it, so they know what they want. Most artists don't know what they want. They just want to be rich and famous. And I promise you that's not gonna work. You gotta have a plan or something. You gotta have a direction. You gotta say, I wanna be in this area. You just can't say, take me to the top, because I mean, it's 500,000 ways to get discovered today. So where do we start? Yeah.
Now look at the Jim Jones and Nas situation. You know that situation that went viral.
Of course, shout out to Jim. That's my.
Jim went viral off of what he said about being a better or more known artist than Nas. So I want to know, what is your opinion about that? Tell me what you think about that thought process.
Okay, so my thought. Here's what I'm gonna say.
And also, after you tell me what you think about that, I want you to tell me why Jim feels that way.
I love you. I love that. So let me say something to you. Number one, nobody, no man should ever sit in a room and allow someone to tell them another man is better than them at something that they're doing. So for me, if I'm Jim, I'm standing on business, because I'm not about to, listen, let me tell you something. I love, like, Joe is my, Wallow is my, Gilly my, they're my, but I'm still coming. I'm still coming for that. I'm still coming for that whole spot. So for me, but I'll still give them their props. So for me, you got to remember, Jim, he wasn't saying I'm better than Nas. he was saying that more young know me than they know Nas. To me, that was more about Jim's activities with the young, which is a big problem with our community because once get money, they leave. They run far away. So I would just say that I don't want to work with an artist that doesn't think he's the best. I don't want to work with an artist that is not going to sit at a table and give a props over him. Hey, bro, and we talking about my music? You mean to tell me you talking about my music and my album that just dropped on the interview and y'all want me telling nothing better than me? They gonna go listen to him.
Okay.
And to me, that's what it was. And here's my issue. If you have an issue with Jim feeling that, unless you are obsessed with Nas or love Nas, you're not a winner to me. And the reason why I say that is because every man should show up to the court feeling like he the best. So don't show up. Listen, let me tell you something. I be walking in rooms with motherfuckers bigger than me, way bigger. Like I ain't even got 100,000 subscribers yet, man. Like I'm realistic about where I'm at. But I have hundreds of thousands and sometimes millions like, yo, Ray, can you help me? Because of how I carry myself. It don't matter how big you are. It matter how you move. It matter how you carry yourself. And to me, Jim is carrying himself like a that wants the streets. And if you want the streets and you taking it, you can't tell him in the streets another is better than you. I think my problem is with the outrage the world has when it says something good about himself. Mm-hmm. Why can't a walking around and be like, I'm gonna be better? He's supposed to. Listen, let me tell you something. I became a millionaire, and I'll say this because of them Rockefeller, because of Jay-Z. I was just telling to your producer Jay, I'm like, them taught me. So for me, I am that because of that. But Jay ain't a better man than my father to me. Man, that's the shit I'm trying to say. Like my father, like I learned how to become a lot because of Jay. But that's my dad. He the greatest man ever. And if you hear that and be like, this man said his dad better than Jay, then you must not love your dad, man.
Okay.
Because my dad, I love my dad no matter what. So for me.
So you breaking it down a little bit different.
I don't see it from a fan standpoint.
That's what
I see it from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah.
It's like listen. I don't listen. When you coaching a team, I don't give a f. They 80-0. We still got to go play these. And if we walk in thinking, man, they never been beat, you think we gonna beat them? Hey, man, we gonna punch that in his motherfucking mouth and see what he made of. And to me, that's what Jim was doing. That's
okay,
all.
Fair enough. That's a great angle, but that's not the way the fans are gonna. You know what I'm saying? That's not how they're gonna view it. They're just looking at it as artist for artist.
Can I tell you how I see the music business?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some.
WWE.
WWE.
There you go.
Like me and you are just commentators on the WWE. Whether it's the girls now and it's the guy, this is all wrestling. And let me tell you what I mean by that. The crowd just wants to be entertained. They just want to be entertained. If booing is entertainment, they entertain. If cheering is entertainment, they entertain. The goal is to keep them watching you. Because, listen, Charleston White, in my opinion, has turned it the around. Hear me out. No, hear me out. When he came out, I thought that was going to get killed in the first 12 months.
Absolutely.
I was like, this not going to make it. And guess what? Now he's on stage doing comedy. He's touring this. And it's like, you forgot what he said. Because let me tell you the part about this world, which I don't do. I'm telling you right now, I don't do. Don't say nothing bad about me, then apologize. I'm going to remember that. Don't call me a while we beefing and then apologize and think I ain't going to remember that we sitting down.
There you go.
Because if you meant that, that's why you said it. That's what you really feel. You just couldn't say it because you was afraid of me hearing it. Now you want to tell it to me, and now you want to be friends 3 weeks later and be like, my bad. You meant that. Straight.
That's my take on it. But when I can't say that because then it looks like I haven't grown. And I don't want to seem like I haven't grown
as someone that has been a fan of you, you have been growing.
Thank
I don't
you.
know if the kids did it. I don't feel like I'm in the room with somebody's going to just punch a in the mouth because she said something right now. So can we clap for Rah's growth right now? I want to clap for her growth. Let's go.
Now, on to other artists
Let's
that
go.
I need clarity on.
Please.
Recently, you compared Old Dirty Bastard and the Ying Yang Twins. Of course, it got a lot of backlash.
Because I said Queens instead of Brooklyn, which is the problem. But go ahead. I'm finished.
Oh, that's what it was? Okay, so tell me how you got to the comparison of them.
Okay, so shout out to Khaled Park from, DJ Smurf. So he does a video where he's basically like, if you look at the landscape of music right now, the Yin Yang Twins catalog has been aging very well. And he was like, whose catalog is aged better than Yin Yang? And he said, and my first thought was Outkast. And he said, don't say Outkast.
Okay.
So he was like, I just want to understand why Yin Yang don't get the respect. And I was like, why don't they get the respect? And I'm like, and by the way, it's not they don't get the respect from the South. Just for the record, everybody in New York City watching this, when someone wants respect in the hip hop realm, that means they want New York to respect them. So when he says that, so I'm like, well, New York respected ODB, and to me, ODB was, they was different people in different universes, because ODB took a picture on a food stamp, right? He was the first to walk up on stage and be like, yo, we for the kids. And don't forget, I remember that. See, that's why can't kill me. I was watching MTV when he did that and seeing RZA, and I'm being like, it's like he was once the embarrassed. He's dead now, so of course you respect it. But I love ODB. That's my. But if he can make a record saying what he's saying, why can't the Ying twins say, yeah? I just don't get it. And I know why I do that. So let me tell you another thing. So I moved out of Atlanta when I was 12. The first 2 years in Atlanta, I was New York. Everywhere I went, I couldn't wait to just get, we was poor. Mom got to save some money to send you for the summer. Hopefully daddy got a check. So we was poor. So I finally go to New York when I'm 14, the summer of 14. I'm so happy to see the Bronx. Everybody, I'm looking at me like, get your country out of here. I remember I was like, yo, and I was like, cause we got candy ladies. And one day was like, candy lady, this little country. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to Atlanta, cause my friends in the South don't say they don't make fun of me. They like, so I'm like, I'm gonna just go be a Southern cause my Southern friends claim me. Nobody had a problem, Rah, until I start popping up. Then they like, he really from New York. Cause when I said I was from New York, y'all call me a country. But now that I'm winning, let's claim that. No, I'm from College Park, Georgia, Gobby Road, Old National, Hidden Woods, Old Town Villa. I got my first piece of ass on Gobby Road. I got my first everything on Gobby Road. You're not gonna tell me I'm from nowhere but where I'm from, and I'm a legend there, period.
That is so
But the ODB thing, so people don't know, I used to live in Park Hill, which is, that's why I said Shaolin, because I didn't want to say Park Hill, because I'm like, only people from that area know what that is, right? So I said Shaolin, and I said Queens, because I knew he wasn't from Park Hill. And I got so many Queens around me that I just think from Queens. And I'm like, they're like, he's from Brooklyn, you stupid. I'm like, do y'all know, if you talk on a microphone for 10 hours a week, you're going to say something wrong, man.
So they're upset about you saying the wrong
Literally.
place. I thought it was more so about them feeling like
no.
comparison.
They were said it was about 3,000 comments. 1,500 was, don't you ever disrespect the ODB like that. 1,000 was thank you for saying it, because yin yang is that. And the other ones was like saying what you were just saying. Like they were just, it was up, man. Other 500 is saying this stupid don't even know he's from Brooklyn. I'm like, I do know it, but I wasn't proving the point. The point was Yin Yang twins.
Right.
I just didn't want to fuck up ODB's lyrics when I said the video.
Right.
That was what I was really worried about. Like, hip hop heads be like, he don't even know the words.
Right.
And I said Queens. They still got my, but that's from New York. Y'all be worried about the wrong. And that's why we ain't got no stars from there.
Oh my God. What do you think about the whole beef? Like the original, to me, the first time there was like legendary beef in the hip hop community to me was the Big and Tupac.
And they got killed. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that to me was like the tone. It set the tone to, and now years later, there's still people that are beefing with each other. There are artists actually, that are being accused of being behind.
Yeah, murders of other people. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So what do you think about, beef in the industry and hip hop? Does it hurt? Is it just who we are as a people? Well, what's your take on that?
I'm glad you asked that, because it's layers to it. Well, number one, I'll say to anybody, the only people that win when it's beef are the funeral homes, the gun makers, the bullet makers, and who are in that area. That's the only people who win when we're beefing, number one. Number two, I just said this. Why, as a black man, you have to ask yourself, why can't I get my ass whipped and it be okay? Right? Like, and I only say that to say that I was watching, you'll see bar fights of white people. White people are fighting until they're tired. And once they're tired, it's like, it's over. Everybody go home now, it's over. Getting his ass whipped, where's he going? To the car, to get a gun. I'm gonna kill these. Like, black men we have to get emotionally intelligent right now, because there's beef in every other world. We're the only beef. You think all them country artists like each other? You think them pop artists like each other? But they don't kill each other, Because black people are all taught that there's only 1 or 2 slots available. And that's the narrative they want us to believe. And I'm here to tell you it's bull. They're the coolest motherfucking people on earth. If all black people got together one time and said, we're only gonna touch what we agree on, we will literally take over the world in about 12 months.
Right.
Because this is what they don't want to tell you.
But we can't agree on nothing. See, we can't even agree on the location that we all gonna meet at to even have this conversation.
Because you know why? Because of ego. Rah, ego. I'm telling you, kill the ego, the man will grow. Kill the ego, my like one of my favorite. I always talk about this on pods because it's important. One of the most important scenes in cinema history is Friday, when Ice Cube, Debo, he go get his gun to fight Debo, and his dad catches him. What you doing? I worked this hard to put us in a neighborhood where you need a gun. As funny as he was, it was fight. You live to see another day, and that's as black men. And think about that. That's Friday. Think about Boys in the Hood. When they killed Ricky and Trey in the car, his dad's voice in his head. Yo, Doe, let me out. We need men, leading men, showing men that tomorrow is coming. And I know you think you're invisible, tomorrow's coming. So to me, I feel like the beef is all because we don't understand our power and we think there's only limited slots. And that's because other races tell us that. But I know for a fact that they are afraid of us in America. You wanna know why? Because their kids listen to our music. That's why they gotta control us. Because their kids worship us. My son is 16. My son don't worship nobody white. Nobody. By the way, the person he worships most is his dad because he has a good example, but he likes LeBron. My son, he loves Luka, but he's not worshiping white people. Like, he understands because he has a dad in his life giving him perspective. Black folks don't have perspective because we don't have So the people that have got to give the others that don't have perspective. And that's what I feel like I'm doing, and that's why I with you, because I know that's what you're doing. This is about young black girls knowing that I don't want you to think you got to be like that. You can be me and run your, like, listen, let me tell you something, guys. Y'all ain't gonna say it, but her is nice.
Thank you.
And by the way, her is nice. And you're an entrepreneur. So who do you think every man in the world wants their daughter to see? You or one of them? You. But we're so stupid that we want to see them, and our daughters are looking what we looking. Stupid. That's why you gotta look like this. You know, like from the side, you want.
Right.
It's like,
or you have fun with them. Let's stop putting them in front of the camera. You know, everybody loves hoes, right? Right. This is what it is.
I love hoes, bro.
Me too.
Hoes are incredible. Can we should do a show on hoes and all the things that they do for the world. Hoes.
I just think women as a whole, we have so much power. It's just all about, it is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm actually gonna tell you something, and listening to you speak, something I literally have not spoken about. Something that happened recently.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you even know of the history between Cardi B and I. I'm not sure if you even know.
So I was fine. I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because obviously I have black women on my team, I have black women in my life, and I'm geared on you, right? And I'm like, I know from a little bit of hip hop, but wasn't she like close? Because I thought you were close to, I was like, I know she's either close to Nicki or she's close to Remy. Because I just remember in the middle of that, you was like, but remember, I don't think men should get into female business.
Right.
So for me, it was like, it wasn't my business to ask. I feel like if I knew it, I would feel feminine inside, and nothing is feminine in me. So I'm like, but I'm gonna talk to her. So I'm like, what happened? They was like, oh yeah, she's friends with Nicki, da-da-da. So that's why I was like, oh, okay. And another thing is, I don't want anyone to give me their preconceived notion on who someone is based on where they sit on the side of the fence. Because I might not sit there. Now, can you tell me the Cardi thing? Because I don't know.
Of course. So I'm going to tell the story backwards just so that...
I can't wait to hear it.
Okay. So recently I went to Cannes for the Lions Festival.
Yep.
It was for work. A lot of people come into town, business people, entertainers, and it's a positive situation all around. For me, having a media company, I go and I network and I talk to different advertisers and things like that. And it was really great and positive. Towards the end of the trip, all that ripping and running and going and stuff, I started to feel a little bit sick. Like maybe the AC was running too much, whatever it was. So I'm leaving. I'm by myself, and I'm in the wheelchair.
Why you in the
at
wheelchair?
the airport?
Oh,
So I didn't feel well.
You was also trying to get through security quick too. I do it sometimes you got to do what you got to do when you're behind. Let's go.
So
I used to push wheelchairs in the airport.
Okay.
That's how I know that. Like I would tell people
Okay.
like, yo, give me $25, I'll get you through security. Like trust me, I used to push wheelchairs.
Yeah. So I'm not feeling that good. I really genuinely had a cold. I did a virtual appointment with a doctor, and got a Z-Pack.
Oh, it was serious. You need to
Yeah,
get
I wasn't
better.
feeling
Yeah,
that
for
good.
sure.
Yeah, so I'm going through security. I'm sitting there and being pushed, and I look ahead of me, and there's no one else there, just Cardi.
Oh, so this is recently.
This is the other day.
Yeah, because I talked to you before you told me you was going to camp. Oh, this is okay,
Yeah.
cool, okay.
This is me leaving from
France.
Cannes. Yep. So I see her ahead of me, and
What are you thinking, if you don't mind me asking? What are you thinking?
I can't even say what I was thinking. I think more so I was thinking is, oh God, like
Not right now.
yeah,
Okay,
oh
gotcha.
boy, that's usually and she has like a red dress on. I'll show you the video because I definitely took my phone out immediately and I just pressed record.
That's that media smartness, boy. I love
Yeah, I
it.
took my phone
Just in
out, I
case.
pressed record, and I'm like, so she's chewing a bagel, and she's standing there, and they roll me right here, and she's standing right there where that TV monitor is.
Okay.
So I'm just sitting there and I'm just looking.
Does she know you
doesn't
behind
see
her?
me
Okay,
yet.
perfect.
So she's chewing, and then she turns and she looks. And she's like, what's wrong with you? I say nothing. My assumption, because I'm not gonna put something out there that I'm not sure about, is that it didn't click on her in her head, possibly when she first saw me, that it was me.
you, yeah.
Maybe because I'm in a wheelchair.
Yeah, for
I
sure,
don't know.
for sure.
I don't know what was the reason. And she I didn't say anything. So maybe once I didn't answer her, maybe she was like, do I got problems with this person or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
So whenever it clicked on her, whenever it registered, I'm watching her, remember? So I'm looking right at her. She goes to her security and she says to him, that's whatever she says to him. I see him lean over like this and she's telling him in his ear. So I just take, like the bag that's in my lap and I just put it on the wheelchair part because I know I'm probably gonna have to stand up. And he turns around and he looks and I'm just like, I'm still sitting in the chair, I'm just looking. And so now, once she informs him that I'm there, it's in 5, 4, 3, 2, showtime. You got me f***ed up. You got me. Like, immediately she starts yelling and cursing and screaming. Oh, what's up? What's up? What? Yeah. You thought I was gonna get my lick back? What you thought? You on the internet talk about how you. Now, one thing I never have done, never ever done. There's not any footage of me ever going on camera and elaborating on me having a physical fight with someone if there wasn't already footage to show that it happened. I don't come from that world. I don't care what it was. I'm not gonna tell you I stole a pack of cookies out the store and there's no proof. I just don't do that. I don't think it's cute. I think you sound stupid.
Yeah.
I think anybody even admitting to something in any capacity, or they don't have to, is crazy.
Yeah.
That's not my world. So there's nothing online of me ever saying, yeah, haha, that's why I beat her up. That's not how I move. I don't move like that. And so she was like, yeah, you online. So I looked at her and I said, yo, you look so stupid. Because we're in France.
Say we in the airport. Like,
In the airport, but in France. We're not in the airport in the States.
Yes.
Because I actually kind of think that if it's really like that, if you feel like being like that in the States, we all know what Bookings is. We all been in Rikers, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
No, I
Okay.
haven't, but
Okay. Yeah, you know.
I know my father was in there. I visited him a couple times, but yeah, you're right.
Everybody
Nobody
knows
wanna
you've been
go
locked
there.
up
Yes.
somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
but Locked Up Abroad, like the show that's on A&E.
International lawyers, all that. Oh
Like,
my God.
what?
Yeah.
And so she's yelling and she's screaming. And I was like, wow. I said, this is 3 kids later. 3 kids later. I've, of course, stood up now because I have to stand up because
You got to protect yourself in
I don't
case.
know what
Yeah.
any of them are going to do. So,
sure.
I'm always looking to be the mature person
Yeah.
at this point because I have too much to lose. But I'm definitely I'm definitely by nature a fighter. My heart doesn't pump Kool-Aid, and I will go down, like down into my last second of breathing, and I'm gonna bang. I'm not gonna. It is what it is,
like
you know.
you.
So
I really like you.
but I just I just was like, girl, grow up. She's like, grow up, grow up. You think that I was just like, you look so stupid. You sound stupid. You look stupid. You gotta chill. She takes her shoes off. She starts throwing her shoes.
Really?
She
Why
starts
was this on the
throwing
internet?
her bags. I don't know. She starts throwing her bags. She's yelling to the top of her lungs. Now, of course, now the airport people are coming over. And I'm like, this is just so goofy. And, you know, ultimately the end result was nothing. Just a bunch of just making us look stupid as Black people. And, you know, she went about her business. But one, she was the aggressor in the original altercation, not me.
Can you tell me that original altercation? I don't know nothing about it.
That would mean I have to tell you about me being physical with someone on air.
Oh, okay.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? That's like, I ain't do that. Okay.
What the happened?
But I'll tell you, but she was the aggressor. No one initiated anything with her.
So you know the first thing that happened in my head when I hear that?
What?
And by the way, I love Cardi. Like, I love that. Like, she, like, that's like my type of woman, right? Honestly. She ain't never been loved by a real man. She never been led by a real man. Because if that was my woman, right? And you, and a real man, I don't give a how much you got. You represent me. Don't embarrass. By the way, show that you have some control, emotional discipline. It is necessary to win. Because what I would tell her is, everybody's putting up with it because you're winning. The minute it doesn't, they're gonna come after us. And a man's job is to protect his woman. So for me, when I hear it, I'm like, and by the way, I like really like Cardi. Like, that's I love that motherfucker. But I'm like, she ain't never dated a real. And no disrespect to them, because a real, because you, I hate to say this, I always say this to people. You can tell when a woman is being good, and you can tell when a woman is being led good. As a man, like, now I don't know how, but as a man, I can look and tell she's taken care of. Or you're not being led, you're being good probably. And you think that's leading because he has a, he's not teaching you nothing. Because like, I had a drama in my house yesterday, some drama in my house yesterday. So, you know, 𝐬𝐝, my lady, 𝐬𝐝 is like, you know, her brother, girl, called somebody something. Her mother a name, and 𝐬𝐝 was like, I'm gonna beat that when I see her. So watch this. Everybody like, calm down, calm down. And she's like, y'all don't know me. I beat for a living. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna that up when I see her. So I go, so mind you, and you know, people trying to talk out of it. My mom is like, she's like, fuck nobody and none. I say, yo, come here for a second. Come here for a second. I say, you do know we married, right? Yeah. You do know I can get sued. You can get sued if you beat a right? Hold on. So now I'm being a man. What a man would do. Now look, if the comes to the house, you could beat the out of her and she can't sue her because she in the house. But you ain't about to just run up on a and think that it's not gonna hurt me. And she said, you know what, babe? You're right.
And she let it go just like that.
Yeah, because she was like, and then, you know, we started talking about other options. That
Okay. Better give other options now.
Oh, no. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, my job is to always give you what you want, as long as it doesn't put you or me or anything that we care about in the line of danger.
Got it.
So my thing is you act like we don't have
other options.
Like you think, like, I don't lift a finger in my house. And you think I'm gonna let you beat a because you're mad? You got people for that. Like, chill the out. And that's what I mean by I know. I didn't even know the story, but I'm like, if Cardi had a man that she trusted, right? A man that she believed, a man that who she knew, every room he went into, he was speaking her name and light and love, and he was wanting to protect her. And he told her, babe, because I got one rule. My biggest turnoff is loud women. Don't get loud, and don't get loud in public. If I'm mad at you, as soon as we get in the room and the door closed, you can scream, but don't you ever disrespect me in public. Let me tell you why. Because if I walk outside with you again, Zan gonna be like, his disrespecting me, still hold her hand. You ain't gonna disrespect me. It's gonna be a little 9-12 month period of you not being seen if you gonna disrespect me in public, because I gotta maintain my respect as a man. And the way I let you treat me is the way people gonna think they could treat me, and nobody yells at me. So don't do it. So for me, if you're a man, you're like, yo, little babe, yo, first of all, don't you got more money than her? Right? Don't you have more sex? Are you happy? Because if you're happy, what are we talking about? Man, I adore Cardi, and I just wish that she had a man around her. A man that was like, we're not doing that. Because let's be clear, as much as we would say, like Beyonce, Jay-Z is probably the smartest in the business, and she went from her father running the show to her running the show, and you know why. Because who she laying down in the bed with is saying, here's how you do it, here's how you go. And I'm pretty sure Cardi didn't have that. And if she did, it wasn't from someone she trusts.
Right.
And to me, that's the problem.
Right.
The problem is that you're literally chasing the same thing to prove you are who you already are. What are we talking about? Like, I know I have a big I don't need to be told that. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't need to walk in the room. I don't need to feel that. I know who I am. And if you know who you are, why do you feel the need to prove it?
Right. Right.
That shows me that you're not where you want to be yet. And to me, it's not because you don't have success. Because you have success, you're taking care of your whole family. It's because you don't have what you think it completes it, which is a good man who's gonna love you and lead you. But I will say this, you gotta stop picking with braids because they cute. Because I ain't being funny now, because I'm in Atlanta. I'm always gonna ride with Offset. I'm always ride Atlanta. But that she dating, he was the same. That was as soon as old girl, little baby mama left, he was DMing her. You pick the who's going, when y'all break up, if y'all do, he's going to be, they do. I promise you, he's going to be with another girl.
Right.
Because he got kids. He probably got a baby mama he love, a wife he love, but ain't too many Cardi B's running around here, baby. Like, I ain't never had a famous bitch go after me, but I don't think I'll go. But I know I wouldn't go because I know the type of guy, but I'm still going to be like, well, we could do it. But I'm going. That's what I'm going. I'm telling, listen, wherever my kids are, I'm going. I don't give I know my kids will be in that's who I am. So for me, it's like, as long as you're okay with me going there.
Real fast. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, right? Or no?
Real fast.
When you coming back?
I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, that's coming back.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm saying, but real fast sound like you're going to be waiting up for me. Don't wait up. I'm going home.
Right.
But that's what I was saying. By the way, I love Cardi. I don't know y'all situation, but I was talking on the road to her because I was like, yo, because another thing, why are you always online being angry? I was on Joe Budden's show, and me and Joe was talking about Drake when Drake was going at him. And I'm like, Joe, if I was Drake, I would fly that 767 right above the Hudson outside of your window where you film it, call you and say, look out the window.
I know that's right.
And Joe was like, I would do the same thing.
Right.
But you mad at Joe. If I'm Cardi, I'm going to tell, yo, somebody push in a wheelchair. I got you, girl. I would have made a friend. Because that's what winners do.
Well, you wouldn't have had a friend with me.
Well, I mean, I would have tried to.
But you could have just pushed your things through the carousel and continue to walk straight and go to your destination. And if you have it in your mind that you want your look back for whatever the reason is, despite you're not a victim in this situation, then you handle that the way you handle it in the streets, right?
Not
you
in
handle
France.
that.
Not in France.
Not
see,
in
I
France.
I can tell you really from the streets.
Yeah.
You one of those, you one of those call me and tell me where to meet up, I'll be there. Like, we ain't gotta talk all this online. Let's just meet somewhere.
It just looks crazy. Now, I didn't always have that mindset because, to me, I used to really feel like if I can't catch you wherever I can catch you, it don't matter whatever the situation is, but screaming and yelling and at this stage of where we are in life and yelling in the airport it just is so corny. I even said, in the process, I said, are you not tired? Because, I could raise my voice for a couple of minutes and I'm like, that's exhausting. I'm good on that.
You know the only people that are tired? The people that rode off into the sunset. Obviously, she hasn't. She can, but she just chose not to. And I think because she ain't got the she want to ride off with.
Right. So I haven't, shared that with anyone until now.
Thanks for telling me. I feel so special.
You're
By the way,
welcome.
I never told nobody my shit, so hey.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go.
There you go. So that happened. So I wanted to know what your take was on the hip hop. You broke that down very well. And I think it's definitely something for everyone to think about. Like, us as a people. I think it's really just us.
We have to understand that tomorrow is coming. And think about that before you lose it all today. That's all I say. So I pray that she let go of that because she is a star, but I think she's hurting herself because she's so emotional. And I think it's the audience is starting to focus more on that than the music. And that's scary.
Fair enough. Well, y'all heard it here.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I know you're here to ask questions.
Of course.
If you get word from somebody from Cardi's team that she wants to come sit in this chair and y'all talk y'all shit out, do you do it? I would have sex with 3 to 5 women a day for 15 years. Like, you know, most got to go to Magic, got to get some weed. I just want like.
Are you a sex addict?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay.
I remember the first time somebody in the music industry, I swear to God, Rah, this motherfucker walked up on me, this woman walked up on me and be like, when are we I'm like,
What did she look like?
I don't want to say.
You can catch full episodes wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and make sure you follow us at @cited_show.